Okay, morning troops. It is Friday morning mobility. It's a new 4-week training block. It doesn't make a big difference to the Friday morning mobility, but we have a few variations and different exercises that we're going to roll with this morning. We're going to go through a light warm-up over a few minutes, just some activations, raise the muscle temperature, start getting the system switched on a bit. Then we're going to do a little bit of work through our neck and thoracic spine. And then we're going to spend quite a lot of time focusing on lower back, hips, groin, hamstrings today. And we'll probably, hopefully also get down into the base of our calves a little bit. I want you a little warmer than you are straight out of your bed on a Friday morning. So we're going to do 1 minute of exercise to start with. So you can do your own minute of exercise. I am literally going to do 1 minute of step ups, but start slowly and the speed builds a little bit. You can walk on the spot. You can go and run a couple of flights of stairs. Up to you what you do, but the clock is running. 1 minute of work. Just going to start stepping up gently. 1 continual minute of muscular exercise. Should get a little bit of blood flow into some muscles. Raise the temperature a little bit, start the process of muscles getting warmer and better to stretch. 20 seconds in, so I gain speed a little bit. Into the last 15 seconds, trying to step pretty quick. And 1 minute on the clock. Next up, we're going to put our feet fairly wide apart, but not too wide apart. And we're going to go 6 side to side. So we're just going to bend the knee and squeeze down, come back to the middle, squeeze sides. We're going to do this 3 times. That's 6 side to sides, and then we'll put our feet wider. 4, 5, and 6. Then put the feet wider and start again. Squeeze the butt down and across. 1, other side, down and across. 2, 3, continual movement if you can. 4, 5, and 6. Squeeze those feet wider again. 3rd set. Bend the knees, squeeze the butt down and across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stand ourselves up. A little bit of activation all around our pelvis. We are going to do a single leg squat and hold, but then your other foot, I want you to tap the toe in front of you. 45 degrees to the side, 90 degrees to the side, 45 degrees backwards, right behind you, 45 to the other side. And if you can manage, 90 degrees to the side, and then gently come back round. Swap sides. So get your balance. Go into that single leg squat. Other leg, tap forwards. 45, 90, 45 backwards, all the way backwards, 45 across, all the way around, 90 across, and then back round. And we'll do that one once more. Balance, single leg squat, forwards, 45 to the side, 90 to the side, 45 backwards, 90 backwards, 45 across, and if you can, 90 across. Stand up and round to the start. Swap sides and get the balance. Nice and low in that single leg squat if you can. Forwards, 45, 90, 45 backwards, 9 all the way backwards, 45 across, all the way around, 90 across. Stand up and relax. And then we're just going to get going for neck next. This one, we are going to pop you onto all fours to start with. Feet flat, so your soles of your feet are pointing up, and then just pop yourself down onto your forearms. Those who are cyclists, you can go into a time trial position with your elbows fairly narrow if you wish. And the first thing we're going to do is just have that head looking down at your forearms, tight through your core so your torso doesn't move, and then just turn your head to the left to look sideways. Turn and look sideways. Come back to the start 4 times. Number 2, turn, squeeze, back. Number 3, turn, squeeze, back. Number 4, turn, squeeze, back. To the other side, look to your right. Turn and squeeze, turn your head all the way around and back. Number 2, turn, squeeze, back. Number 3, turn, squeeze, back. Number 4, turn, squeeze, and back. Next up, drop your chin all the way towards your chest. So you're trying to look backwards down between your knees. Hold and relax. 1, squeeze, hold and relax. 2, squeeze, hold. 3, and the last one, squeeze, hold. 4. Then from there, you can bring your elbows just a little wider and lift the head as high as you can, looking forwards. Squeeze and look forwards. Look as high as you can at the front and relax. Squeeze, hold, and relax. And again, squeeze, hold, and relax. Saving the most important one for last, for those of us who ride time trial bikes, I want you to start with your face parallel to the floor. So you should be looking down at your forearms. And the first thing we're going to do is you're just going to squash your neck low down. So you push your face as low towards your forearms as you can. Feel your shoulder blades sag together. Just push that down gently. Hold it and relax. And then again, push it down, squeeze it, hold it, relax. And again, squeeze down, hold, and relax. And then the next thing, obviously you cannot ride a time trial bike like that because you need to look forwards. So press your head down and then rotate the chin forward so as you can look forwards. Hold that. And then look back down at your forearms and relax. And then number 2, squash your face down, turn and rotate that chin forwards. Look back down and relax. And just one more. Push your face down, then turn and rotate that chin forwards. Hold that one a little longer. And relax. From there, just want you to rock forward slightly. So your head becomes over your hands and then squeeze back. Just going to open up your shoulder joints a little bit. Try to keep your elbows fairly close together. Rock forwards, chin over hands, squeeze back. Rock forwards, chin over hands, squeeze back. Keep your knees still. Keep squeezing back. Butt comes down towards your heels. You probably want to get to the point where your elbows are trying to drag back along the mats. Just hold that gently. Once more, rock forwards, chin over hands, and then squeeze back. Open up those shoulder joints a little bit. Keep the butt coming back until your hands and elbows just start to slide towards you. hold for a few more seconds. And relax. Next up, come up onto all fours. Fairly relaxed through your shoulders. We're going to try and do some rotations of our upper spine. To do that, we're going to start on your left side. Take your left hand, pop the elbow out to the side, and just put the fingertips onto the top of your neck. And then lift and rotate that elbow high, turn your torso, open up to the left, squeeze, hold, and relax back down so your chest is parallel to the ground. Rep 2, squeeze, turn, rotate, back down. 4 reps, we're doing 2 more. Squeeze, hold, rotate, back down. And the final rep, turn, open, squeeze, hold, and relax. From there, we're going the opposite way. So take that left elbow, turn and rotate it all the way down towards your right elbow. Rotate down, squeeze that elbow behind that forearm if you can. Open up to the start position. So try and keep that elbow fairly fixed out to the side. Turn and rotate around, then squeeze that elbow across as far as you can. Back open to the start. Turn and rotate the shoulders first, and then sweep that elbow through as far as you can to increase the stretch. Don't pull on your neck, just fingertips touching your neck. Open back up to start position. And again, turn and rotate the shoulders down, and then sweep that elbow through and across. Squeeze and hold. Back to the start position, and then change sides. So get your start position on all fours first. Take the right hand off the ground and put it on the top of your neck. And then rotate that elbow, look towards that right hand side. Squeeze, hold, and open 1. Relax back down to face the ground. Squeeze, hold, and open 2. Hold it. Come back down. Squeeze, hold, and open 3. Hold it. And back down. Squeeze, hold, open for number 4. And back down. And then rotating the other way, turning the shoulders down first, and then sweep the elbow through. Number 1. Turn and open back up to start position. Turn the shoulder down. When the shoulder won't go down any further, sweep that elbow across, squeeze through. 2. Back to our start position. Rotate the shoulder down, sweep the elbow through. 3. And relax. And the last one, turn the shoulder down, sweep the elbow through. Number 4. Hold on to that one. And relax. And then pop yourselves onto all fours. Next up, in that all fours position, I want you to just carefully, in fact, come out of all fours, come into a lunge position, and then we're going to come hands back down. Put your right hand outside your right foot. Sorry, I've got that wrong. Put your right hand inside your right foot. So you've got your outside foot outside the hand, and then I just want you to push your hips forwards, squeeze back. So you can keep your back knee on the ground, squeeze that lunge position forwards, push the hips down and forwards, squeeze and hold, and come back out, squeeze and hold, push that hip forwards and down, and relax. 2 more, push and squeeze those hips forwards and down, Relax that back knee on the mat. Push the hip forwards and down. And relax. One more. Push and squeeze down. And relax. Change sides. So now I have my left foot outside my left hand. Right knee down on the mat, and then push that right hip forwards and down. Push and squeeze it down. Relax. Push and squeeze it down. Hold. And relax. Push and squeeze it down. Hold. Relax. And once more. Push and squeeze. Hold. And relax. Back onto all fours position. And I want your knees about shoulder width apart. Soles of your feet turned up. And then just gently rock back. Sit your butt down towards your heels. Squeeze and hold that one. Open up that lower back. Come forwards to all fours 4 times. Squeeze and hold down. Come back up. Squeeze and hold down. Just trying to open up that lower back into flexion. Back up to our start position. Once more. Squeeze and hold down. And relax. From there, put the knees wider apart. Not as wide as they will go, just wider apart. So you're still on all fours, but you've moved your knees wider than hip width apart. Same deal. Squeeze back. You might not get as far, depends how loose or tight you are. Squeeze and hold. Come back to the start. Squeeze and hold. Back to the start. Squeeze and hold. Back to the start. One more. Squeeze back and hold. Come back to the start. And then we're going to put our knees wider again. And if you can, I'll turn through 90 degrees. So knees fairly wide. And then pop those feet out to the side as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do an internal rotation and we're going to change sides. So if you start with your right foot, lift the right heel off the ground, turn and twist it towards the outside, put it back down, and then change sides. Left side, turn, twist, rotate, push down, back to the first side, turn, twist, rotate, come back down. So try and keep your torso parallel to the ground. Lift the left ankle off the mat, turn and rotate it outwards and upwards. Squeeze it, hold it, come back down, change sides, turn, twist, rotate, come back down. We're going to do quite a lot of this one. Just keep working. Turn, twist, hold, rotate back down, swap sides, turn, twist, rotate, come back down, turn, twist, rotate, come back down. Keep working. Another 45 seconds of this one. Turn, twist, rotate, come back down. Keep your core tight, so pull your tummy button towards your spine. Turn, twist, and rotate. Some of us won't have very much range of motion through here. That's fine. Do what you can. Just try and lift that ankle, push it up and out. Come back to the start position. Change sides, turn, twist, and rotate. Come back down. Last 10 seconds. Turn, twist, rotate. Come back down. And the final side. Turn, twist, rotate, and come back down. Good. From that position, bring the knees back together a little bit. Left foot, put your toes onto the ground. Right foot, straighten your leg out to one side. So you've got right leg straight out to the side, left foot, toes on the ground, and then you're just going to squeeze your butt back towards your heels. Come back. Left foot, you can go where you want with your toes, to be honest. Squeeze back, so you're sitting back towards your left butt. Keep that right foot flat on your mat. Come back up and out, so you're on all fours to start with, or on your hands and one knee with the leg out to the side. And then just rock that butt back, squeeze the heel down towards the ground. Back to our start position. And again, gently squeeze, rock back to the start, back up. Keep rolling with these ones, squeeze the butt down. I'm going to do quite a few reps. And back. Keep thinking about that foot out to the side. The foot needs to stay flat. Try not to turn it out, facing the sole of your foot away from you. Keep it flat. Squeeze down. Lift back up, squeeze down, lift back up. And then we're going to change sides. So bring both knees. So we've got those knees apart. Then put the other foot out to the side and flatten it. And then rock the butt back towards your heel. Squeeze down. Hold it. Lift back up. And just keep rolling with these. Going to do quite a few reps. Squeeze back. Hold. Come back up. Squeeze down. Hold. Relax when you've got that butt back down towards your heel. Lift back up. And again, squeeze back. Keep the foot flat. Hold. Rock back up. And one more. Squeeze down and hold. Rock back up. Coming onto our fronts, so just lying on our front. Legs out straight to start with, elbows out to the sides, head relaxed on your mat. We're going to do a few reverse frog pumps, which we're fairly familiar with. So bend the knees to 90 degrees, push your heels together, and then spread the knees wide apart and the toes wide apart. That is our start position. So must keep your heels together, must keep the toes and knees spread apart. And then you're going to push your feet up towards the ceiling, contract the glutes, squeeze and hold, and then relax back down. Push and squeeze. We're doing 5 of these. Hold, pushing the feet towards the ceiling. Relax back down, keep the knees wide apart. Rep 3. Push, squeeze, hold, and back down. Keep the knees apart, keep the toes apart, keep the heels together. Rep 4, push, squeeze, hold, and relax. And rep 5, push, squeeze, hold, and relax. Lie the legs flat. And the next up, we're going to go scorpions, alternative sides. We've done these ones before. You're going to start with your right leg, pick the right shin up, pick the right knee up, the right thigh up, the right hip up, and then reach that foot up and over towards your left elbow, turn and rotate, touch the ground with your foot, come back over, lie flat, change sides, pick the left shin up, pick the knee up, the hip up, turn and rotate, left foot towards right elbow, touch down to the ground if you can manage, and then rotate back. So we're going to do 10 of these, 5 each side. That is 2, pick up, turn, rotate, touch, and come back. So continual movement if you can today. Left foot, pick, turn, reach, tap, come back to the start. That is 4, 6 to go. Pick the foot up, the knee up, the thigh up, turn, rotate and reach. Come back to the start position. Shin, knee, thigh, hip, leaving the mat in that order. Turn and rotate that foot towards the opposite elbow. And come back down. 6, still 4 to go. One side and then the other. Pick the foot up, keep rotating. This is number 8. As you rotate back to the start position, your abdomen comes down first, then your hip, then the thigh, then the knee, and then the foot. Last 2, right foot, hip, knee, thigh, hip, turn and rotate, and back towards the start. Last one, left foot, left knee, left thigh, left hip. Lift that foot up, over, turn, tap, and back to the start. Good. From there, turn over, roll onto your back. We're going to go reverse scorpions. So just lying flat if you can. Before you start this one, try to tuck your hips under, flatten your lower back towards your mat. Try not to have a big arch that you could put your hands through underneath your lower back. Try to keep that lower back tucked under and the abs braced, arms to the side, and then we'll start right foot. Lift that foot up, bring it towards your left hand, touch it to the ground if you can, then bring it back to the start and change sides. We're doing 10, left foot over and touch if you can, come back to the start, right foot up and round, touch, come back to the start, check that spine is flat, pick the foot up, turn it over, keep your shoulders flat if you can. That is 4. We're doing 10. Pick the foot up, turn and rotate, touch at the ground if you can, come back with your back flat on the floor. That is 6, 4 to go. Pick the foot up, try and keep the legs straight if you can. If you have tight hamstrings and you need to bend the knee, do so. Left side finished. 6, pick the right side up, turn and rotate, touch the ground if you can. 7, left side, turn and rotate, touch the ground, come back to the start. 8, swap sides, back to the left, turn and rotate, touch. 9, And then that last one, left side, pick, turn, rotate, reach, back to the start, and relax. From there, we're just going to go some gentle knee hugs. So take one knee. I'm going to take my left knee, pick it up, hands behind the knee, keep the right leg straight, squeeze the left knee towards the chest, squeeze and hold. Relax. We'll just do 3 on each side. So squeeze again, hold, relax. Last one on the left, squeeze and hold. And relax, swap sides, straighten the left, bend the right knee, hold the right knee, squeeze and hold. 1. Relax, squeeze and hold. 2. Relax, squeeze and hold. 3. Relax. Next up, both knees. So pick both knees up and the knees should be close together. Try not to let the knees go apart for this one. Hold the knees fairly close together and squeeze them both towards the chest. And I want you to squeeze to the point where you are just rotating your lower back, your sacrum off the mat. Squeeze and hold. That's another spinal flexion stretch at the base. And relax. Squeeze and hold. And relax. 1 more. Squeeze and hold. Relax. Next up, a little more range of motion in your inner thigh groin required. So take the knees wide apart, holding onto both knees. So hold the right knee with the right hand and then squeeze the knees up towards your armpits. Pull that lower back off the mat, squeeze and hold. 1. Relax. Squeeze and hold. 2. Hold. Relax. And the last one, squeeze and hold. 3. Hold. And relax. Bring the knees together and carefully sit yourself upright. So we're going to go into what we call a bear sit. So a bear sit, we're going to go feet reasonably wide apart, sitting up, and your hands, you probably need to place your hands behind you. If you're really mobile, you can probably sit upright. If you're very, very good, you can pop hands out front, but most of us are going to need hands behind ourselves to start with. I'm going to turn to 90 degrees. First thing, we're going to go into bad bear sit. So bad bear sit is curled up. So curling up is not good. I want you to lift your chin up and then squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift that chest up and through. So work hard at that good position to start with, holding that bear sit. We're just going to hold it to start with. So your lower back, you're trying to push forwards with your lower back. Chest is lifting up, so take a deep breath in. Lift your rib cage, get nice and long through the front. Just a bear sit. Relax it, so you can let that chest collapse. And then up again, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Have that great tall posture. If you can take your hands away, hold that nice upright sit. And place your hands out front, so it's like a bear sit driving. Hold and squeeze that. Let go through your lower back, slump, and then engage, lift that chest up, squeeze through. Keep that chin lifted, keep that chest up. Once more into your bear sit slump, and then chin up, chest lifted, squeeze through. Really try to keep that lower back engaged, pushing through. Pop those hands back behind you again. Hold that chest position. So maybe the most important thing is that your back doesn't move. You can lean back just a little bit if you need. Take one heel off the ground. Straighten the leg out. So into your hamstrings. Push that right foot up and out. Pop the heel back down. Swap sides. Left foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. Back to the start. Right foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. And back. Left foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. Back. Right foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. Come back. Check your upper body position next. Check that you haven't gone into that slumped and rounded position. Stay upright. Left foot again. Squeeze up and out. Hold. And back. Right foot. Squeeze up and out. Hold. And relax. Take a few breaths. We're going to do a couple more. Try and sit nice and upright now if you can. So try not to go too far back. Nice and upright. Chest lifted. Lower back engaged. And then the left foot. Heel off the mat. Straighten out that leg. Push that foot up and out. Hold it. And back. Right foot off the mat. Push up and out. Hold that upper body position. Squeeze and hold. And come back. One more on each side. Left foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. Come back. Right foot up and out. Squeeze. Hold. And come back. Good. From there, I'm just going to turn through 90 degrees. Keep those feet fairly wide. You almost want your legs out 45 degrees. Hands behind you as you require. Turn both knees across to the left. Keep your heels on the mat. Turn across, and you're going to end up in our 90-90 position. 90-degree knee bend on the right, 90-degree knee bend on the left. So I have my right hip up and my left hip down. Just going to push my right hip forwards and round. And then from there, I'm going to change sides. So I'll try to keep my heels still, heels into the mat, lift the toes up, lift the knees up, and then squeeze up over and across to the other side. And you end up in 90-90 on the other side. Left hip is now up off the mat. Push that hip forward, squeeze it across and round. Push that left hip up and over. And then heels dug into the mat, lift the toes up, lift the knees up, squeeze up and across into 90-90 on the other side. Squeeze and hold. Try and sit fairly upright if you can manage. 90-90. Heels into the mat, toes up, knees up. Keep the heels still. Don't let the heels slide. Turn and squeeze over. 90-90 on the other side. Heels into the mat, toes up, knees up and over. Changing sides. Hold that one. And then once more back to the start, or back to the other side. Heels down, toes up, knees up, squeeze around. Sit upright. And then I have my left hip up. I'm going to squash my left shoulder down towards my shin. In fact, I'm going to fold right over. I'm going to push my chest down towards the shin. I'm going to wrap my hand around my foot, left hand around right foot, and pull down, squeeze, stretching into my glutes. Knees are still at 90-90 position. Squeeze and hold, flatten down, and gently lift up. Pop the hands behind us if we need. Swap sides, heels down, toes up, knees up. Turn and rotate. Into 90-90, sit upright, right hand around left foot. Fold that chest down, squeeze towards the ground, squash and hold. Gently come up out of that one, and then safely pop yourself up into a lunge position. And we're just going to finish trying to get into the base of our calves. We're going to go in towards a lunge position, both hands on your front knee, and we're just going to squeeze deep, push down onto that front knee, trying to get some length into the back of that calf and Achilles on the front side. So you can bend forwards a little bit, open up that back hip, squash that knee down and forwards. Come up out of that stretch and then squeeze back down 3 times. Push in, squeeze, hips forwards. Lots of length through that ankle and Achilles. And come out once more. Squash down and squeeze. And relax, and then change sides, swap knees. So you don't need to put your front foot too far forwards, just put that front foot under your knee and then squeeze into that stretch. Push that knee forwards, length through the base of the calf. And come out of the stretch. 2 more reps. Push and squeeze. So you'll get a bit of a stretch through that back hip and through that front calf. And come out of the stretch. Once more, keep pushing on that front knee. Squash and squeeze down. Hold it. And gently relax. That pretty much takes us towards 8 o'clock. All done. Let me pop a recording off. That was a tough one this morning.